Now, there is no easy or quick trick to treating various addictions. Fortunately, the arrival of Aware Recovery Care in Rhode Island is working to turn that trend around with research-proven in-home addiction treatment program. Now, to help explain all about this program and what's it about, joining us today, Michael Seaver, the Clinical Coordinator Manager for Rhode Island's Aware Recovery Care. Welcome, Michael. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we should point out that not only is this program new, but you folks really pioneered this program as well.
We believe we did, although there's no proof of that.
Right,
we believe we did. And the thing that's most unique about our program, the aspect that's most unique, is we treat people in their home. We go to people's homes. We don't expect them to come to us, we go to them. Right. We want to fit into their lives to be able to offer them the best care possible, very client-centered.
Have you found that this kind of treatment works better than them going to a location and being kind of in a strange place or something that they're not, familiar with?
That's a great question. So one of the things that we know is when you take somebody out of their environment, take them out of their home,
right,
take them away from their work and send them away to a treatment center, that can be pretty traumatic.
Right.
So one of the things that we can do to help reduce that anxiety level of trauma is to treat them in their home, treat them where they're most comfortable.
Right. And have they been welcoming you into their home and felt comfortable with you there?
They do.
Yeah.
They very much do.
Okay, so who is able to have this type of program? Are there different levels of addiction that some may need to come to see you? Others, they may not have an addiction as bad and will do better at home.
That's a great question. The only way I can answer that is we're very, very successful and we treat everybody that presents to us. And we don't look for any exclusionary criteria.
Okay.
We try to treat everybody that comes looking for help.
Right, which is really great. I mean, have you seen an uptick of people since the pandemic having issues and needing your help?
There's some truth to that. One of the things we're seeing before the pandemic, the opiate crisis was prevalent.
Right.
I mean, probably 75% of our clients were opiate dependent. What we found that during the pandemic, alcoholism had an uptake.
Wow.
So we're probably treating, it's just flipped around, we're probably treating 75% of people right now with an alcohol dependency. We still treat the opiate dependency, but it doesn't seem to be prevalent at this point right now.
Well, that's a plus. Tell us about the age groups. Is it all across the board? Is it younger people? Is it older people?
Another great question. Our youngest client is 18 years old.
Wow.
Our oldest client is 75.
Wow.
So we can treat everybody in between. And we have the staff to do that.
Talk about the staff, because it really does take someone special to kind of have compassion and get through to a person who is probably a great person but just has taken, a turn and nothing to their own fault.
I love to talk about our staff because that's another secret to our sauce.
Right.
And the staff is, each client is assigned 5 people, 5-member team.
Right.
2 of those are recovery coaches, peer support specialists that want to engage the client, educate the client, and eventually empower the client to take ownership of their own recovery. Mm-hmm. Then there's a care coordinator, the staff that I manage, and they're the licensed people on the team. They have a license as either a nurse, a registered nurse, or a social worker. Right. And they're interchangeable with us. Quickly, we also have family wellness. Very, very important for us to treat the family as well as the client.
Right.
And lastly, we have introduced psychotherapy to our program as well, so that people can get down to the causes and conditions of their dependency.
Right. And at what point does a family member jump in and say, hey, this person needs help?
Well, that's an interesting question too, because most people that come to us need motivation.
Right.
Most people that come to recovery from dependency need motivation, and much of that motivation comes from a family member.
Right. It's always good to have success stories as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir, for coming in. All great information. This segment was brought to you by Aware Recovery Care. For more information on this great program that's new to Rhode Island, you can head to our website. That is rhodeshow.com.